Hello everyone, this is Adya Tiwari, and today's topic is wool fiber. Is a subject name market trends and study. Okay. Now, what is wool fiber? Wool is a natural proteinic fiber. Okay, wool is a dense, warm coat of sheep is called as fleece. The hair of sheep has many unique properties that make it well suited to textile production, and something humans realized approximately 8000 BCE, and when sheep first began to be domesticated, wool is used in a variety of textiles and can be found woven or knitted. It pulls moisture away from the skin, and wool has several qualities that distinguish it from hair or fur. It is crimped and it is elastic and it grows in staples clusters. Wool is favored for textile production because it is easy to work with and takes dye very well. Step first, shearing. These are the processings of wool fiber to yarn. Okay. Now we will. The first step is shearing. In this picture, you can see that how they are doing the shearing from the sheep of wool fiber. Okay. And this is a machine. He is doing this by using machine. Okay. In this process, fleece of sheep is removed along with a thin layer of skin. Nowadays, it is done by machine, and which are used by barbers to shave off hair. Shaving of the hair happen in the lot of in the hot weather so that sheep can live without their protective coating. After removing the fleece from the body of sheep, and it is washed and separate dirt and grease from the fleece, and this is called scouring. Okay. Now third step is sorting. In sorting, after the processing of scouring, fleece is separated according to their texture. Hair of similar texture are kept at one side and the another kept in the other side. Means in sorting, first we sort all the fibers according to their length or their diameter. Okay. In short fibers kept in box, and long fibers kept in another box. Okay. And this is also based on the quality of the wool fiber. Now, and quality of the sheep also. Now the next is picking. After sorting the fleece, a fiber that is called burr is picked out from the hair. Okay. Next is carding. The carding is a process. It is a mechanical process that distangles, clean and intermixes fibers to produce a continuous web or sliver suitable for subsequent processing. Okay. In carding we can say that it remove all the impurities from the fleece of sheep. Okay. Now the dyeing, and after carding we dye all the fibers, and this is a processing of wool. And if you will talk, there are two types of wool fibers. First is wool fiber and second is worsted fibers. Wool is a normal, in wool we do normal processing. In worsted fibers we do some more processing in which we can add some two more processing, that is combing and drawing also. In combing, all the short fibers and long fibers will straight, and in drawing the diameter of the wool fiber become very thin. And after dyeing, the spinning was done. The dyeing, we can do dyeing on wool fibers at different stages, and that was dyeing done on the fiber stage. Okay. And after dyeing wools, the fibers are then combed, straightened and rolled into yarns. Then properties of wool fiber. Warmth. Wool fiber is a warmth and comfortable to wear, and it is wrinkle resistance, and wool fiber have good resiliency when dry, and when wet is a very poor resiliency. and good. It has good drape and elasticity, and it is damaged by chronic bleach, and it is damaged by also alkali also, and it may shrink unless treated. Okay, and loosen strength unless treated मीन्स अगर इसको हम ट्रीट करते हैं तो ये लूज हो जाता है. लूज इन स्ट्रेंथ व्हेन वेट एंड इट शोज स्पेलिंग इफेक्ट because we all know wool fiber shows spilling effect and poor luster and expensive and felting of wool. Okay, felting of wool means we can do felting also by using wool fiber. The wool fiber was used for felting, that is very small and staple fibers. Okay, and this is a microscopic structure of wool fiber. Okay, this is cross sectional, and first one is cross sectional and second one is longitudinal structure. And wool fiber have very scaly structure and which used to protect us from the cold weather. Okay, and this is a cross sectional structure. In cross section, the first wall of the wool fiber in cross sectional structure is known as epidermis, and inner part of that means middle part called cortex and inner one called medulla. Okay, the next is types of wool. First one is sheep wool. The wool got from the sheep. Okay, this is a sheep from which we obtained wool. Okay, and it described simply as wool on fiber labels, and it has a scaly exterior, and while these scales protect the fiber, they can also make it feel itchy. And sheep's wool is also prone to shrinkage and felting, pilling, and if it is not cared for properly, and still it's perfect for winter wear since it's warm and it traps air, providing good insulations. And you will also often find that it's less expensive and more widely available and than the other knits in the market. Okay, the next is lamb wool. Okay, this is taken from the lamb, not to be confused with sheep's wool. And lamb wool is a wool from the first shearing of the sheep and when it just several months old. Okay, and the fresh wool is extra soft, smooth and resilient, and meaning it would not wrinkle as easily, and it's rare since you can only shear a baby sheep's version here once. Okay, thus it is more expensive because it is taken from the child of the sheep. Okay, lamb is a child of the sheep. And the merino sheep. Okay, merino wool is taken from the merino sheep, and compared to the sheep's wool, merino wool is finer and has similar scales. And scales means the scaly structure of the wool fiber, so it is not as bulky, and because it's full of finer fibers, there is less pilling and shrinkage. And merino is great at temperature regulation and keeping you warm when it's cold and cool when it's hot. Okay, and so you will find it year round, and it's also popping up lot of athletic gear. And yes, you can even rock wool during your workout. Next is cashmere wool. Cashmere wool is got from the cashmere goat. Okay, the cashmere wool is often considered the most luxurious type of wool, and cashmere is a fine fiber and that is stronger, lighter, less itchy and more durable than traditional sheep's wool, and it provides excellent insulation yet can be worn in the spring and you will not overheat. And because it's rare and harder to produce than traditional wool, and it's more expensive, and one reason sometimes it takes the fiber from 2 cashmere goats to make just one sweater. Next is mohair wool. Mohair wool got from the Angora goat. Okay, and it has a silk-like texture, so it is very soft and shiny, and but still has a lot of insulation to keep you warm. Unlike traditional wool, mohair doesn't have any scales, and so it's smoother, and it's also strong and resilient, so it is would not wrinkle easily. Okay, now about the Angora wool. Angora wool got from the rabbit. Okay, not to be confused with the goat. Angora rabbit fibers are hollow, meaning that while they are lightweight and fluffy, and they still offer great insulation. In fact, they are much warmer than traditional wool and perfect for colder climates. And however, because the fiber are more fragile, you will often find them as essence and perhaps on a collar only, or blended with other fibers to make it stronger. Angora is also rare and requires a lot of work to produce, so it's generally more expensive than other varieties. Now, alpaca. Alpaca wool got from the lamb like mammal. Okay, alpaca wool is lightweight, soft, silky and durable, and it's similar to traditional sheep's and wool, but it's warmer and less scaly. Read not as itchy. And there are two different types of alpaca: Hakua, which you will find in knits, and Suri, and which is silkier and often used in woven garments and like suits, unlike other types of wool, and it's naturally available in wide variety of colors, and tough it can still be dyed.